Okay, well, that was our mains. Now we're going to do, this is the reason you guys submitted these paddles last week. So my wife came up with this idea, so all credit goes to her for this.
Yeah.
For those of you that are probably on the younger side, Mom actually didn't know what this game was because she asked why we wanted the paddles. And it's like this stupid game from like high school or middle school. And at the time, it was called Kiss, Marry, Kill. So you would pick 3 people and you had to kiss one, you had to marry one. You didn't actually do this, obviously. It's all hypothetical, just to be clear.
Yep.
You had to pick one to kiss, pick one to marry, and then pick one to kill. And then so obviously for this, Sarah renamed it to Main Backup Pass. So you have to main one, the second one's your backup, and then the last one you have to pass.
I feel like most of these we'll agree on, but there's definitely a few that we're not.
So I had Isaac go through the comments. You guys left a lot. I did not know you guys are going to leave that many.
So many. My joke was I was like, I bet a lot of these people think it's a giveaway, and they're going to get to pick these 3 paddles, and we're going to give some, people whatever 3 paddles they want. I think there was definitely a few of you that caught on and gave us some pretty good ones that knew what was going on. But yeah, there was a lot of you.
Totally. Okay. Well, let's go through the first one. So the first one you found was, okay, this is an interesting one. So option number 1, Gearbox Pro Ultimate Power. The second one is the Yola Perseus Pro 4 16 millimeter. And then the third one is the Carbon 2 True Foam Genesis. All right.
I mean, obviously, I kind of think I know what your list is going to look like for this.
Let's hear what yours is.
Mine is going to be main, the Pro 4.
Yep.
Obviously.
Yep.
Kill. Jeez, I'm thinking of the other one. Pass on the Carbon.
Okay.
And then back up the Gearbox.
And then I'm pretty much the opposite. I would main the True Foam, obviously. The backup would be the Pro 4, and then I'd pass on the Ultimate 16. I think it was just a tank.
It is a tank, but at least it's a longer paddle. I ain't playing with no wide bodies.
This second one is hilarious.
the second one is good.
This is a good one.
We go from like, all right, nice little warm up to, this is brutal.
Okay, so we've got the Adidas Metal Bone, the Franklin STK 14.5 millimeter, and the Onyx Z5. I mean, I'm going to have to think about this. This one's actually kind of hard.
Instead of saying pass, I'm going to say cut.
Okay.
Cutting that paddle.
Sure.
I think we both know we got to cut the Z5.
That was going to be my main. I'm just kidding.
Have fun in 3.5.
Okay, hang on. I got to think. It's really the toss-up is between the main and the backup.
Yeah.
See, there's like different ways to think about this. Like, how long am I stuck with this paddle, or can I indefinitely replace it?
That's a good question.
Let's just say you could keep replacing it with the same one.
Yeah.
My list
We're probably going to be the same.
I would probably say, as bad as it was, the STK is the main, the Metal Bone is the backup, and then pass the Z5.
I'm going to say the same thing, but my reasoning is because think about just the public humiliation of playing with a Metal Bone. No offense. Sorry to anyone. Actually, know what? Offense to anyone who plays with a Metal Bone, because I've never seen anyone.
When I went to Florida in January, there was a high-level dude that played with a Metal Bone. He was actually sick with it. I went, dude, if he used anything else, he would be amazing. He was already amazing.
Yeah.
But he was also dressed head to toe in Adidas gear. Like he was like a billboard for Adidas. Man. But he was sick. He was sick.
Yeah.
But the only thing I'll say is maybe with enough weight, the Metal Bone could be better than the SDK, but just the feel so bad.
The JW effect, the same thing. You just put enough weight on the SDK. He had that thing wrapped in 2 gram per inch lead.
Ugh, so much weight.
I remember holding his paddle back when he was playing at the SDK, and I was like, I like heavy paddles, and this is crazy. Probably like 140 swing weight.
A second one with the Z5 in here. All right, well, that's going to be okay, well, we'll just read it. Option number 1, Pulse V. Option number 2, Z5, and the third option, the Friday paddles.
This one's pretty easy for me.
I think I know what route you're going to go.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
I'm going cut the Z5.
Obviously.
Main the Friday.
Yep.
And back up the Pulse V.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just flip the Friday and pull. I would main the Pulse.
Main the Pulse, obviously.
And then Friday, and then cut the Z5.
Yep.
Okay. Next up, we've got the Franklin C45, the Bread and Butter Invader, and the Honolulu J2K. Ooh, this one's actually
hybrids.
This one's actually going to be a little hard.
Yeah.
You go first.
Yeah.
This one's tough.
I'm cutting the J2K. They're all hybrids, so I don't really like any of them that much. But the J2K, shortening the handle is the worst decision on earth, like for any company. Like that's just a horrible idea. So obviously the J2K's got to go.
Okay.
And then it's actually a really tough decision between the Invader and the C45. Because I actually did like how the C45 played, but I'm going to go with the Invader because it's 16 and I just like thicker paddles.
Oh, fair.
And that face layering felt so nice.
Sure.
So backup C45, main the Invader, even though I don't like hybrids.
This one's tough for main and backup on this one. Because again, I really liked how the C45 played. It was really just the durability. Like, let's just say the C45 had no durability issues, would have got a great review. I mean, I still think it's a good paddle if it just doesn't break, but mine broke. I think ultimately, if I'm thinking I got to go play my best pickleball in a tournament, I think it's going to be main J2K, backup C45, and then I'd probably bench the Invader.
Yeah, we're like opposites.
Yeah.
Almost.
Okay.
Yep.
Next up, we've got interesting because that one's not even out yet, so we can't even.
I know, right?
I could guess though. It's probably easy enough to guess
idea.
how it would play. Actually, there's some repeats in here. Okay, hang on.
I know. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, we're gonna do this a little bit different. I'm gonna skip that one.
Yep.
We're gonna go to this next one.
Yeah, I'm with you. This one's good.
Actually, man, Paddletech Bantam TKO CX 12.7 millimeter, Adidas Metal Bone, or the PBZ Avenger X, and that would be one of those like ergo paddles.
I'll put up a picture of the PBZ.
Whew.
It's a tough one to which one you're gonna cut.
I guess my backup is gonna be the Metal Bone, the main's the Paddletech, and I'm cutting that PBZ because I suck with those paddles.
We know a guy who is actually so sick. He doesn't live here.
Yeah.
We've seen him a few times at some tournaments, like at nationals and other tournaments. He is like 5'0 plus, and he looks like Larry the Cable Guy. And he is the sickest player I've ever seen. He plays religiously with a PBZ.
It's so funny.
The coolest thing I've ever seen. I wish I could be like him.
Yeah.
No, I still got to cut the Metal Bone, PBZ backup, and then TKO CX 12.7 is my main.
Yeah, I mean that PBZ is just so hard to play with.
I'd back it up. I'd use that as my backup.
You cut the Metal Bone?
Yeah, I cut the Metal Bone.
I heard that wrong.
No, you had it backwards.
you're
I'm
insane.
cutting the Metal Bone. I'm using the PBZ as a backup.
Oh, you're actually crazy. Okay, next one. This was one that was actually from my wife. Trainer paddle, wooden paddle, Amazon special.
Well, what's the Amazon special?
That's probably
That's
just think of like a probably $20 Amazon pickleball
because there's
paddle.
so many like Amazon. The original Amazon special paddles, that Sparks paddle. Remember that thing was pretty good.
Amazon Sparks.
Yeah,
I have no idea what that is.
It was just a catalog, like $80 or $90.
Sparks.
Gen
Are you
1.
thinking X-Back?
I could have sworn Sparks.
It looked like a carbon.
I know the X-Back. Maybe I'm getting that confused.
yeah.
I think I might be.
I don't think that counts as the Amazon special. I think we're talking like cheap.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
This one's actually kind of tricky. I think mine would go main the trainer, back up the wooden, and then Amazon special is what I'd cut.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
What if the wooden paddle is the big wood?
I'm going to just go ahead and assume it's not in this case.
But what if it is?
If it was, then I would choose that.
Yeah. Oh. Amazon special's got to get cut. The wood paddle and the trainer is so tough. Which one I would pick between those two? I just got to go wood paddle.
Wood is the main?
Yeah, wood's the main and the trainer's the backup.
It's probably the smarter choice overall, but I feel like I'd become a better player only playing with a trainer paddle. You have to hit the sweet spot, otherwise you're not playing the game.
I mean, fair enough.
Okay, this is an interesting one. Avora Rhapsody 13, Head Radical Elite, or the Bird Falcon Elite, which is another ergo paddle.
Yep.
I don't know what you're going to choose here, but I would main the Avora Rhapsody, probably back up the Head Radical Elite, and then I got to cut the Bird.
Bro. What? The head radical is definitely the main. 100%.
Now that's just incorrect, but okay.
What? What?
I'm pretty sure the head radical elite is the cheap one. Let me look it up.
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong head paddle because I haven't played with a head paddle in who knows how long.
It's literally $60.
That's the main. That's the main. But now it's tough which one this is actually
Wait,
really
hang on.
tough.
I need to go look at the dimensions of these because I'm going to laugh if it's a wide body. I think it might be. Hang on, specs.
I'll give if it is a wide body, I'll give my explanation.
It's basically a wide body.
Okay.
Or it's basically a standard or maybe a hybrid at best.
This is so tough. Okay. Hear me out. Hear me out.
You're already wrong.
I'm cutting the Evora and I'm using the bird falcon. No.
Yeah, this guy's an idiot. This guy's an idiot.
Hear me out. Hear me out, okay? Listen. The Evora, now they're all kind of ugly paddles. I'm gonna be honest. They're all pretty ugly.
Yes.
I have to go with the bird falcons as backup just for the memes. And the intimidation factor you walk on the court is legendary.
I mean, I would definitely say the appealing part of like one of those ergo paddles is if you're good with it, you're just like taking your opponent's soul.
You can hit some of the craziest shots I've ever seen with one of those. Now, the Evora has to get cut because even though the bird is also very ugly, it's so ugly that it's a meme, right?
Oh,
but the
my
Evora
gosh.
is like trying to be a regular paddle, and I just can't look at it and take it seriously. So I just have to cut it.
Looks factor so much into this guy's opinion of what he's gonna main.
Yeah, it takes a massive factor. And then the head radical elite. I mean, I could swap it, but I'd go with that. Didn't you like use a head paddle for a while? There was a head paddle you really liked to play with.
Head radical tour, I think it was back in the day. That was a good paddle.
Yeah,
that was a good paddle.
Yeah,
I think at the time it was definitely more of a standout option for sure. All right, Selkirk Lux, probably Invicta, but they didn't specify. Spartus Olympus, and Volair Mach 2 Forza 16 millimeter.
Oh.
I knew you weren't gonna like this one. I would main the Olympus, back up the Forza, and then I'd cut the Lux.
Can I pick any shape of the Lux?
I'll be nice and let you have an Invicta.
Okay, then I'm maining the Invicta Lux.
Oh my gosh!
I'm backing up the this Olympus, and then we're cutting the Forza.
I should have said it was a wide body.
If
Lux.
it was an epic, then I'd have to main the Olympus, and then everything else stays the same. The Forza has to get cut.
Okay, so we took a pause and we had a fun one. We decided to look around the room and come up with lists for each other to go over, and I think we've got 2 lists for each other.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you a list first.
Okay.
J4K, Evora Rhapsody, or the Vanguard Omni. And if you
no, the shortest handle in existence.
Yes.
Why? These are all horrible.
Exactly.
Holy cow, you came up with the list from the devil.
Yep.
Jeez. Man, okay. The Omni has to be cut. That is impossible to play with.
See, I wasn't sure because this is why I put it in there because it's elongated, but it's a short handle.
But the handle, I literally couldn't hit a Tui. It's actually impossible for me to hit a Tui with that.
You could barely put one hand on this thing.
That's what I'm saying. I think one hand wouldn't fit on the paddle. Jeez. Okay, Omni's gone. Oh, you've put me in a tight spot. I'm looking at these 2 paddles going, which one's uglier? You know what? I think I was a little too harsh to the Evora earlier. J4K is the backup, and the Evora is the main.
Let's go, baby.
I hate to say that. I really hate to say that. The J4K is just the ugliest thing on the planet. I find it funny that we both picked the J4K for some of this list.
Oh, okay, let's hear yours to me.
Okay. Oh, so you have 2. Okay. I'm not going to I'll do the J4K list second. This one's good. The Slap Show 16.
Oh, man. Okay.
The OG super long super court.
Okay.
That cold press Gen 1.
Yep.
and the Pickleball spoon.
That's a
We both knew exactly what each other would hate.
yeah, man.
I should have picked something like the triple black diamond, just the heaviest, or the dynasty.
You
16.
you'll have to pop some pictures of these up so people can see these.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, man. Okay, so I had the spoon, I had the slap show, and what was the second one?
The OG Super Court, the cold press Gen 1. Super long.
Okay, man. I think I'm gonna have. Jeez. I think I'm gonna have to go. I would main the Super Court. I would back up the spoon, and I think I'd cut the slap show.
Really?
I think that's what
you
it
would
be.
main the spoon over the slap.
Backup was the spoon.
Or sorry, you would cut the spoon over.
I think I'd have a better chance with the spoon than I would the slap show.
Really?
I think resets would be harder.
Oh, I strongly disagree. We'll have to test that theory.
That was a hard one, though.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Okay, here's a good one for you. I might have made this one a little bit too easy. Now that I'm thinking about one of the options, let me look at the wall and see if there's a better one I could replace it with. I'm going to replace it with one. All right. Man, no, I don't like that option. I'm just going to send it. Power Air Epic.
Oof.
ALWC 12.7 millimeter. Or the Engage Infinity Poach SX, which is another, it's like a Vanguard Omni, but I think it has a slightly longer handle.
And
no, it's very similar.
Oh, man. Yeah, that one's got to get cut. That thing's gone. Then I would play better with the ALW paddle than the Power Air. There's no way I could play with that Power Air. So yeah, the ALW.
That's why as I was thinking about it, the ALW makes it a little too easy.
Yeah, that paddle is it's actually good. I'm just gonna play way worse with the Power Air, and the shapes suck for both of them. So
yeah.
Dang. See, I'm looking at this one going, I could swap out one of these for something, but because I feel like I know what you're going to pick. But J4K.
Okay.
The original Adidas Addy Attack.
Ooh.
Okay. The like glass smooth green reflective one.
Yep.
No, that was the second one. What was the very first original one that we talked about? Like in that.
It was very similar.
Whatever that one was. Yeah. It was like glossy.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
And the CX11.
Oh, the CX11. God. Okay. Oh, jeez.
I was gonna pick the Pulse E, but I'm like, it's too good of a paddle.
All right, J4K main, CX11 backup, and then the Addy Attack last.
Dang,
as much as
backup.
As much as I hated the CX11, I think objectively with enough weight that has potential. The Addy Attack had no potential.
Dang, I feel like we got to go out and play. And bring these three paddles for each other.
And see if we'd still feel the same way.
No. We have to play a singles game and swap every like 4 points or 3 points. That would be
terrible.
And see who could win with our most hated paddles. Who's better with playing with what they don't like?
That's actually pretty funny.
Because I was going to swap the J4K for the Pulse E.
Oh,
the super long.
That actually, I still would have picked the Pulse E.
Yeah, exactly.
I still would have.
What we should have done is like pick these paddles and then set up weights for each other. Be like, I'll put a 5-inch strip of 2 gram per inch weight at the head.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Oh man, yeah. This is a fun game. Ask your friends. Play this game with your friends because this is a good one.
Yeah,
I really enjoy this.
Thanks for all the comments, everyone. That was really funny, and obviously thanks to my wife for coming up with the idea. I thought it was very funny. Also, I would love to see, some of your guys's, some of the lists we did. If you want to leave a comment and let us know which ones you would have picked yourself, I think that'd be kind of funny. Especially, actually, you know what? Specifically, take the last 4 we did. Because I think there's just some funny ones in there.
Those ones are just so brutal, man.
Savage. Pure savagery. But anyways, that's all we got for you guys this week. We're always working on some reviews and whatnot. So we'll be back next week.
Catch you later.
Peace.